May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly market forecast. This is gold. We're looking at gold, and I just want to apologize for the sound of my voice. I am under the weather. I have been for the last several days, and I'm just trying to get out some information for the upcoming week to my viewers, and I appreciate your support and your patience as you bear with me through this thing, and we'll get through it, and we'll have some good information out there, right? For you to consider. Now, if we look at the monthly, I just want to show you on the monthly that there's no reason to be thinking about shorts. All right, the market is still bullish. The move that happened last month, where there was like a flash crash of about 21%, where the market pushed up and then crashed down. Um, we've recovered to a degree since, and that move didn't interrupt this uptrend. It did not interrupt the uptrend. It did not disturb the integrity of it. All right, you see these blue lines I got marked here. Let's go to the quarterly time frame, and you'll see the reason why I have it. It's a fair value gap right here. All right, the market did not revisit that fair value gap. It opened here and pushed up higher, closing well above the previous candles, just like the other ones did. All right. This is the parabolic move of gold. All right. Yes, there was a nasty pullback here, but again, the uptrend is not disturbed. There's no reason to start looking for shorts or calling it a top or the reversal. This is a scary top, no doubt about it. A scary area because we're at all-time highs. This is no man's land. We don't know. We don't have anything to the left to look at for historical structure points or anything. All of them are down here. And this is in the 70s. All right. That's part of this parabolic move. All right. And a lot of people say, oh, it's time for it to come down. That's not the way you want to look at it. You want to take what the market gives you. All right. If it pulled back down, if this fair value gap was a draw to price, then I would see we would see signs that the market is pulling back here to this area. All right. This volume here is showing that full strength, full speed ahead. All right, and that's it. All right, you can call this a sell to buy. You can call it sell to buy wicks. All right, and this is a bullish close, a bullish candle so far for the month of February. We got 2 more weeks to go, but it's looking like we are heading towards, remember what I told you before, the 50% of this candle. If I see the market close above the 50% of this wick, the range, the range of this wick, all right, that would be a bullish indication, and that we would be heading potentially to the high and make new highs. Okay. Now, if we go to the weekly, all right, we start getting to the nitty gritty. We can see the higher high, the pullback, the higher high, the pullback. All right, we broke this high, breaking structure to the upside, and then the higher high, and then this rather large pullback. But that pullback not only did not reach that quarterly bullish fair value gap, it didn't take out the last low that was made before this parabolic move that broke that high. This is a protected low, and it kept it protected. That's interesting to me. Very interesting to mark. Okay. And here we are up here, and I'm looking at the wick again on this time, the weekly time frame. We have not come near that the midpoint of that wick yet, and you can see the market is kind of giving us a doji close last week, and that's indecisive. It's not, there's no bullish or bearish momentum. It's just in the middle, nasty. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Daily, let's go to the daily time frame. All right, let's take a close look at this. What we have here is the market pushed down, right? And you see the fair value gap right here. I marked it out for you. And the market is in that fair value gap right now, ranging, moving to the side. Yes, we are recovering, making higher lows along the way until last Thursday's candle that pushed down, sweeping the lows of the previous three candles, but it did not see follow through. The next day, Friday, was a bullish close, uh, coming back into the middle of this fair value gap. All right, the range of this fair value gap. So we're moving sideways. It's in consolidation, but I am still bullish. There's nothing to say that it is a bearish market right now. Nothing. I'm not doing that. No, no, I am not. The bigger macro level views, the higher time frames are showing that the integrity of the buy, the uptrend is still intact, and I don't see a reason to start looking at reversing this market. All right. Now reversing my bias on this market anyway. Now, what do we got here? I want you to see how the market moved back into the daily fair value gap here and kind of started to vacillate inside of it, right? See this candle right there? All right. That one poked the high of the fair value gap. All right. Sweeping this high, sweeping this high. These are relative equal highs, folks. All right. Right here. All right. Swept those out. If I'm not mistaken, please go check me if I'm wrong. I do believe I pointed these out, the relative equal highs out on the last gold what do you call it? Gold forecast. I might have this one mixed up with another one, but I don't think so. But check me if I'm wrong. Anyway, it swept these as a draw on buy side liquidity, and the market dropped from there into what? Another bullish fair value gap here, right? And you see the market started to inch up from there. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Back into the middle of this range. All right. This is neither bearish or bullish. It's in the middle. It's neutral. I don't like neutral. I like something decisive. I like a decisive market. That they're easier to trade, right? So what I want you to notice is there is a order block down here, right? The sell before the stronger buy down here. If I am to take a short in this market, if you're going to take a short in the market, use this as your TP. All right. If you're going to take a short from up here, use this as your TP because it may not get past this. All right. Let alone the middle of this long wick. I think the market may come down here just to push back up higher because we are in an uptrend. Remember that. And counter turn trades, you don't go for home runs. You try to make base hits, get some, and then get out. You know what I mean? Because it could turn around at any time because it's in an uptrend, an overall uptrend. Okay, but what I want to point out here is the market. Let me see. Where am I? All right, the market had a bearish fair value gap right there that it traded into right here, right? Traded into, boom, reacted to, and then continued up higher. That is a bullish indication. It took out the high, closed above the high of this bearish fair value gap. Now, again, it's a consolidation, and your technicals aren't always going to be respected in a consolidation. They'll run through fair value gaps and all that good stuff without any problem. But it did respect this fair value gap here, right? Which is a bullish one. It disrespected the bearish fair value gap here. So why would I be thinking short? I wouldn't be. I'd be looking for longs. Where am I going to take a long from? I would love to take a long from this area here. Why this area here? Because this is a change in the state of delivery. You see the two sell candles before the stronger buy, a close above it, and then I'll follow through with a fair value gap right between the high of the first candle and the low of the third candle. So I would like if there's something to look for, I would be looking for a price to give me a buy model once it reaches back down and heads towards the high here for a liquidity grab. That's the scenario I would like to be looking for. There's good enough range for that. All right. Yes, again, there is a bearish scenario to watch out for. Price could definitely start to pull back down here. If this order block here, if this order block fails and price pushes through it and takes out this low, then we're in this area here. And this is, again, another place that I would be looking for this buy model on the lower time frames. I'm looking for that buy model on the lower time frames, right around the, what am I doing here? Boom. All right. I'd be looking for it right around here. All right. Because this, again, is another sell with a stronger buy up. It's an order block. And I would be looking for a price to find support here and for a push higher. All right. This is at the bottom of the range. Be a good place to be looking for a, you know, this the bottom of the range is the top of the range. You know, that's the way you want to play a range. All right. If we get the breakout up here, that'd be great. I'd take a TP right here if I can get in here. All right. If I can get in here, if it gives me my buy model here, I'd TP at the same area. I'd wait and see and observe what the reaction is once price gets above this fair value gap. I'm thinking that if we get a close above that fair value gap, you can bet your bottom dollar that problem price is going to go up higher. You know what I'm saying? Those are the scenarios that I'm looking for. The only way I'm going to be considering a sell is if price takes out that low. Because if price takes out this low, then we have an area here. I'll draw it out. If price takes out this low here, that would mean we have an area of fair value. All right. It would, you wait for price to come back into it for another move down. And these will be your targets. All right. And there's that bigger um, quarterly fair value gap down here. All right. Even if it came down there, folks, even if it came down there, there's a good chance that price would find um, support for higher prices here. All right. This correction would be a healthy one in this market because it was moving parabolic. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for that to happen. We get in at a lower price, a better price, because it's going to make all-time highs again. It will happen, but that's far off. That's far off the mark, the time from this. So I'm looking for two areas. This is the immediate area I'd be looking for a buy model to form. And if it does get past if the market does bring it past that and we come down to here, down to this fair value, this order block down here, all right, I'd be looking for price to find support to take price up from there. That's it. All right. I hope you get it. There are some other videos. I would like you to go out and check the US dollar CAD, the pound USD, the euro USD, and the US dollar index. I did all of these. I posted all of these already for you. Make sure you go and check them and leave a comment and a like if you would. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. May profits be upon you.